Hello, welcome back to the video series where we review the textbook Blueprint Reading Construction Drawing for the Building Trades. And in this video, we are going to go through the short chapter 3, and that's understanding line types. So in order to understand the lines, you need to know a little bit of the history of that, and line weights were generally subject to the following conventions. So for manual pencil drafting using drawing boards, finished work includes bold object lines, light dimension lines, center lines, section lines, and so on. For inked or computer plotted drawings, different pen widths are used to achieve similar effects. When plotting or printing using a laser or inkjet printer from a computer drawing, in AutoCAD, for example, these line boldness conventions are replicated by configuring each line color as certain line width. And border lines are roughly twice as bold as object lines, which in turn are roughly twice as bold as dimension lines. So in addition, AutoCAD drafting uses colors to emulate each thickness. Black and white for objects, green for dimensions, blue for borders, etc. So let's go over the lines. So there are a few different types, such as object lines, also known as visible lines, are the most part solid lines used mainly to define the shape and size of a structure or object. And those are continuous permanent lines representing the edges of surfaces or intersection of two surfaces. Then dashed lines or hidden lines serve more than one purpose in construction drawings. So they are comprised of medium or lightweight, uniformly sized broken lines consistently spaced short dashes or generally intended to represent hidden surfaces or intersection of an object. On the floor plans, they may be used to represent features that lie above the plane of the drawing, such as high wall cabinets in the kitchen. Or you may vary the length of the dashes slightly in relation to the size of the drawing. So let's go over the types of lines. A continuous, thick, and the application is the object visible or the borderline. Then the next one be continuous, thin, and that can be dimension lines, leaders, imaginary intersection of surfaces, extension lines and intersection lines, section lines and hatching, adjacent parts and tooling, short center lines, and contour lines. Then C, continuous, thin, freehand or ruled with zigzag. So, and that is the indication of repeated detail or break lines other than on an axis. Then D, dashed, medium, and that actually applies to the hidden surfaces or surfaces above plane. Then E, chain, thin, and that can represent the center lines, pitch lines, alternative position of moving part lines for indicating movement, features in front of a cutting plane, developed views, or material to be removed. And then F, chain, thick, that is the cutting planes. So please refer to the book. Again, I repeat myself for hundredth time because this is critically important to actually see that, because sometimes it's really difficult to describe it, but when you see the drawing, you'll like, okay, have that aha moment, you will understand what we're actually talking about. So definitely go back to the book, check all the drawings. They're beautifully representing all the line types and line weight and everything, and you can see and get familiar with all different variations. And that is basically it for this chapter. I will see you in chapter 4. Thank you.